Oh, hi, Capcom community. It's us again. We're still at E3. As you can see, Brett Elston over here on the whatever your left. Your right, my left.
Oh, good lord. Sorry. Greg Man here.
Yes.
On the other side.
The other side. It's been a long show.
That's what I did there.
Yeah. We're obviously at noon. Scheduled content is Resident Evil 6. We're doing a bit of Chris Redfield's gameplay right today. And yesterday at 3 we did Leon. And like his bit was, you know, Tall Oaks, a little slower pace, closer to RE4, with a bit of action thrown in there. But, you know, classic zombies, old unlit building, you know, had that kind of creepy vibe. Whereas Chris is on the front lines. He's with the BSAA. This massive outbreak has happened in Lanxiang, this fictional city in China, and it's just, you know, total outbreak. And it's not even just zombies. It's, you know, big mutating monsters. And as you'll see, the gameplay characters, enemies that you shoot, depending on where you shoot them, they will mutate accordingly. So if you shoot an arm off, this, you know, their arm goes all Resident Evil on you and gets nuts. Or if you shoot their legs off, they get big wings and this bat thing tries to fly out of them. So even though it's, you know, a lot of running, gunning, shooting, great mobility options, I gotta say, it's really fun to play. You're still kind of outmatched. You're not running out of ammo necessarily, but you are, some of these enemies are big bullet sponges that sometimes it is wiser to run, even when you're playing as Chris, I have found. But, so we'll do that gameplay demo. And also there is a hoodie giveaway again, so this is more relating back to Leon's gameplay, but the university.
Hey.
Tall Oaks is where his Leon's campaign begins. Tall Oaks, where the president is shot as a zombie. But yeah, we'll ask a question at the end of the stream, probably around 12:30, and first person to answer that question correctly in the chat we'll send you a message on Twitch. Get your address. We'll send you one of these hoodies, and. That's that. And again, as with Leon, can only show 10 minutes of this footage, so we have a stopwatch ready to go. And I got to stop this sucker 10 minutes. We will be stopping. Yeah, we can, let's just cut to it.
Timer started.
Not yet.
Oh, sorry.
Don't start till we actually get in the demo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Because there's been no voice acting up to this point.
Timer stopped. Oh, yeah,
Actually, come back on camera really quick. Yeah.
Make my
Just because, yeah, I want to get. It's just menus right now going. This is happening. That's happening. There is an intro cutscene actually that shows where Chris, that shows what's been going on with Chris up to this point. So to give you a quick heads up, it's like Chris. Something has happened to Chris recently that's made him, you know, a lot more on edge. He feels really guilty. You can infer from the trailers what that probably is. Some people died maybe in his command or whatever the case may be, and. His co-op partner Piers Nevins has actually come in to like drag him back to the fold and be like, this is a huge outbreak, this is what you're good at, we need you on the front lines. And Chris kind of reluctantly, he's like, you're right, this can't keep going on with me just sitting on the sidelines. I have to get in there, we got to stop it. This city of Lanxiang is just overrun, a lot of people dead, a lot of people infected. So that's kind of where we are with Chris. So if we want to take the demo now and start that timer. So here we are with Chris. Again, same thing. A lot of mobility options. You can roll. Getting stuck in a corner there. Kickboxes. Skill points, which we're not actually talking about yet, but there are skill-based upgrades that you can get. We'll talk more about it a little later. A lot of mobility options. Running, obviously moving and shooting. Have more room to maneuver shortly, but here's also a great example of Chris. A lot of contextual kills you'll see, if I can pull this off. Toss that guy off the edge. Uh-oh. You can also do a lot of melee with Chris since that is his bag. Piers took him down. Co-op partner. Running up the hill here. Stairs, not a hill. So yeah, this is the fictional city of Lanxiang. Fictional city. Whoops. And this begins Chris's kind of, you know, mad dash. Cool little effect here. If you're running, you can keep your stride going.
Oh, nice.
And make these jumps really easy, a lot easier. So here's a great example. That guy just kind of went down. But yeah, you can see that guy's arm.
Whoa.
Oh, ran out of ammo. pick up my goods here. Of course, you do have a knife. You see, you played Knifey Spoony before. But again, if you're running, you can take these ladders, all this stuff a little quicker. You can actually slide into crates and break them if you're so inclined.
That's what I will be doing.
Inventory selection, very quick. You can bring up a deeper inventory, though. You know, RE style, combine items. That's all still in there. Let's break some more of these crates. Ammo, skill points. Run up the ladder. Yes, there's co-op. All 3 of the campaigns have co-op. So again, I'll shoot this guy's legs out. And now you see, holy crap, they've mutated into these horrible, horrible things that just eat up your bullets and...
That's so cool. Strategic.
So as you can see, not really winning this fight. It's best to just get the hell out of here. Because those guys just eat up a ton of ammo. Oh, this dude. This guy's killing me. There we go.
Oh, God.
So here's a great example.
Wow.
Diverging gameplay. So me playing as Chris, I see this and I've got to walk hand over hand across this. The person playing as Piers right now is actually on the other side trying to provide cover fire so Chris doesn't die. Because this is, you're not invulnerable here. It's not totally scripted, like you can die here as Chris. So it's up to Piers as your co-op partner to feel that extra bit of stress to like cover Chris, cover him as he gets across. I would suspect Chris with his beefy arms could do this a little quicker. But you know, he is a heavy dude, maybe it's harder than it looks. But so again, now this is Piers, your paths diverge here. So he'll be doing something else. So what you see here is Chris, but if you're playing as Piers, you'll be on the other side. And Piers is a sniper, so he'll be providing a lot of cover fire for Chris. So as you can see, the flying thing has followed us over here. Let's see if I can get him. Well, Piers is actually doing his job. But if you shoot both arms, they'll lose both human arms. And let me get going the right way. They'll lose both human arms, and then now they're just like big crab claw, you know, hammerhead coming at you. So you can get stunned and like knocked down as well. Yes.
Oh.
Chris ain't taking your crap, dude.
That was really rather harsh.
Oh. All right, let's get out of here. So the goal here that's happening is breaking crates, trying to get to this ace of spades.
That was 5 minutes, by the way.
Nice. So like I said, a lot of mobility, a lot of cool ways to just like do that, get up, run the other way. Like you can cancel out of things pretty easily. Uh-oh. If I can also pull this off, you have a counter. So here's a guy who's lost both arms. I don't want to try it with him. He's maybe this guy. No, he's actually got a gun.
Seemed mostly unfazed by that punch.
Yeah, if you get a guy with a melee weapon, you can actually counter them and interrupt their attack and like totally, you know, just smash their face in mid attack, which is pretty cool. See a little bit of blood building up on Chris as well. And so the whole time, like I said, Piers was elsewhere, and now we finally meet up back here. So if you played through again as Piers, you would have a slightly different take on this. And again, the backdrop here is, this is kind of what Chris has like tried to prevent ever since the mansion incident, like a full-scale outbreak, going completely nuts, and that dude is, I'm just gonna go. So he has a heavy heart in this, knowing that it's got this far. Another cool running and gunning thing. slide across this, bust that guy's mask. So I can maybe try to counter this guy. There you go. Since he has a machete, let's heal actually. I want to do this to show it off, darn it. Uh-oh. Well, this isn't good. Yeah. Let's just forget that. Let's get out of here. Yeah, this is kind of the situation, you know, Chris and stars in general just trying to stop from happening, and BSAAs specifically. And here it is, this full-scale bioterror outbreak, full-scale infection. It's not just in the U.S., it's in China, it's in Eastern Europe. Just total chaos. And kind of the inevitable conclusion to what starts. Once Umbrella's work got out there, people knew what was going on. Only a matter of time till somebody wants to weaponize it, take it that extra level.
Yeah.
Well, it was already being weaponized, but... So, yeah, again, you can see some of the roll on your back. You can actually crawl away.
Oh, wow.
And bafflingly crawl forward.
We've been spotted. They're right on top of us.
I'm actually out of ammo, so that's another case where, like, you can run out of ammo, that you aren't, like, totally... So if I can do a quick kill with the machete. And, of course, as you might suspect, huge, gross explosion. So this is actually what's happened here is you're waiting for an evac team. And you can actually, if you walk up to these things... Oh, man. It's hard to demo and talk at the same time. Bad time to load! So now I'm down, and now it's actually a point where Piers needs to come over and revive me. Or, in this case, Chris is crushed to death. And I am dead.
We have 1 minute remaining.
Yeah, we got 1 minute, which is actually good. But that is actually the end of the demo.
Except for
you stay on there. You say that till the evac team comes up. Yeah, you're gonna come back, I guess. So yeah, you stay there till the evac team arrives. The goal is to get some civilians who are trapped inside of that building out, because this infection is just spread everywhere. But one of the cool things you can do, like I was showing you, jump back, you land on your back, the rolling and stuff. That guy swings up for a big hit. Like if you time it, you can roll out of the way, pop his head that way. Just a lot of really cool stuff. You can dig in and find all kinds of cool ways to counter moves, to interrupt other enemies' attacks. And like I showed, the contextual stuff of smashing a head or throwing a guy over. A lot of cool stuff. A lot of fun, I gotta say. But yeah, we can only show 10 minutes at a time. Otherwise, I'd just do it again.
Yeah.
But yes.
You get the idea.
You get the idea for sure. A lot of mobility and
lots of improv.
and that's just like tip of the iceberg stuff. I guess like we've teased at, the game is absolutely huge, and an amazing level of content in here that I'm excited to be able to show more. But so we'll do Jake actually later today, 3 p.m. Pacific, which is just 2.5 hours from now. But as promised, the trivia question.
Oh yes.
For the Tall Oaks University hoodie, which is, again, the town where Leon is, Tall Oaks, that suffers the zombie outbreak that we streamed yesterday and that you've seen in the trailers and stuff. Trivia question is, and the first person to answer this correctly in the chat you will get said hoodie, and we'll send you a message on Twitch. And as for what counts and who is first, it's the first answer underneath the actual, when we post the question in the chat. So the question is, and I'd maybe give it, like 10 seconds or something. So actually wait until you see it in the chat box before you start typing the answer. But the question is, what is the name of Chris Redfield's co-op partner? Correct spelling, first and last name. That is the question. Yep, go for it.
We have our wiener.
I do believe we have a winner. That was fast. There are a distressing number of Capcom people standing outside of our fishbowl. Well, there were. Shaking their head like, died in the demo, man. So looks like Stars Agent is who we have first. Piers Nevins is correct, is the correct answer.
That's his first name and last name are both plurals.
Piers and Nevins. And he actually made his first appearance in, I believe, in manga. Like, he's new to the games, but like, Japan has maybe had some exposure already. So we'll send you a message. Greg is typing that now, actually. So yeah, again, I wish we could show more. I wish I could just stream. That was actually the entirety of the Chris demo we're showing. It's just you're there covering until an evacuation team can come get these civilians out. And there's actually a cutscene at the beginning of the Chris demo that's about 2 minutes long that we don't want to stream because we only have 10 minutes, and I'd rather show you gameplay than a cutscene.
Our winner, by the way, was Stars Agent.
Stars Agent. Congratulations. And we have one more hoodie for the 3 p.m. stream later today. So the next thing we'll be streaming, we're actually taking a bit of a break here, but the next thing will be DMC at 2 p.m. and then RE6 Jake at 3. And then at 4 o'clock is a big trivia prize off where we're going to have like a ton of download codes to give away. And all you got to do is be in the chat, answer these questions, and we'll give a bunch of stuff away. So thank you for joining us. Again, I wish we could just stream the whole damn demo, but rules, man. So thanks for watching. We'll have more 3, and we'll see you then.
Thanks, guys.